Look over here, Jimmy.
Yeah?
Why is it taking so long for you to make YouTube videos? This is why you're small.
That's kind of mean, isn't it?
Listen, if you don't make videos faster, I'm gonna release my watermelon juice all over your face while you're asleep.
Well, I've been busy, dude.
Busy my ass. I'm a goddamn watermelon, and I get more work done than you.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am shooting my second most highly requested video of all time, meaning 2 people have asked for it, arm day. Now, I used to have really small arms, and there are a few things that I did personally to finally grow them to be proportionate to the rest of my body. I used to have the wrong idea around arm training. I thought that just a few sets thrown in at a push or a pull day program at the end of the workout would be enough to grow big arms, and I was very wrong about that. Your arms will be very small relative to the rest of your physique if that's the type of training that you do and if that's how you program your training. There are a few things that you must do as a natural to make sure that your arms are impressive. And if your arms are not impressive, well, you won't look like you lift. So here are the things that I did to make sure that my arms looked like Quagmire's after he discovered the internet. One of the most important aspects of having the appearance of big arms is actually training your forearms. It's just like the calves of the arms. If you have huge triceps and huge biceps, but you never train your forearms, it's like you have massive quads and tiny calves. It doesn't look right. And also, there's a gap between your forearm and your bicep on the inner part of your arm that needs to be filled in with forearm mass. Because if you don't have that gap, if you don't have any forearm mass, your biceps are actually gonna look smaller and your arms will just overall look much smaller. So make sure you train your forearms. All I like to do is forearm curls to failure and focus on really getting a good contraction and using a little bit less weight and going in a higher rep range, because if you use a lot of weight, you might actually injure your wrist. You'll be very susceptible to a wrist injury if you use heavier weights on the cable wrist curls, that is. So that's my suggestion. Do lots of cable wrist curls and make sure you train it at least twice a week. And then your forearms will look big, and that will make your arms look overall much bigger. Now, everyone knows that the tricep is 2/3 of the arm, and it's very obvious if you want big arms, you have to focus on the tricep. The triceps for the arm is like the hamstring for your legs. If you don't have your hamstrings built and developed, well, it doesn't matter if you have big quads, your overall leg size and your overall arm size, if you don't focus on triceps, will just be underwhelming. So the tricep is the most important, and all I like to do is do 2 variations for the tricep, something overhead like a skull crusher or the JM press, and then just your classic push down or something to the side. And those 2 angles will be plenty to hit all 3 heads of your tricep, and you just want to focus on progressing on that just like any other muscle group. The same applies to biceps. You want to hit the outer part of your bicep, but also the inner, but more emphasis on the outer part because that's what people see from the side whenever they look at you or when you look in the mirror. It's your brachialis, it's your outer bicep, and the hammer curl is goated for that. Whatever you do, make sure you focus on the outer bicep. Get really strong at hammer curls. You can do this incline, you can do this as a preacher curl with a hammer grip, or you can use cables and machines to hit a hammer grip curl. Anything that uses a hammer grip and a neutral grip is going to be hitting the outer bicep, and anything with a normal grip will be hitting your inner bicep more. You'll still be hitting both parts of the bicep, but changing your grip will emphasize the outer bicep a little bit more. So that's my suggestion. Focus on your triceps and focus on the outer bicep and focus on your forearms. Those 3 things will give you humongous arms. And lastly, and of course, and most obviously, you do have to just treat it like any other muscle group. You're not going to grow your arms if you treat it like it's any different. You have to progress in strength. You have to use excellent form. You have to find ways to deleverage yourself and make it more difficult and remove the tension from other muscle groups and really isolate the muscle group that you're trying to target. Train with intensity and quality sets and reps over quantity, and you will get bigger arms over time. So combined with a dedicated arm day plus hitting your arms with high frequency, multiple rep ranges, and training on the right muscle groups and focusing on the right muscle groups like your forearms, your brachialis muscle, and all of your tricep, then you will have big arms. Anyway, those are my tips for arm day for growing big arms as a natural. I hope you liked this, and if you want to see more, let me know in the comment section below. Like, follow, subscribe, yeah, thank you for your support, everyone. I'd love to make more of these videos. Let me know what you want to see next. If it is a chest day, a shoulder day, let me know. If there's 3 people asking, that's enough for me to make a video. So I'll see you guys next time.